My name is Emily McKinnon, and I'm a science education specialist working for the Access program here at the University of Manitoba. And I'm very proud to have nominated one of our Access students and a student in the Faculty of Health Sciences, Jesse McGregor, for an award of excellence. And there's a lot of reasons why Jesse was a great fit for this award, but I think one of the things that impressed me most as an instructor and as somebody who has a background in science was that not only does Jesse have a really excellent academic record in some really challenging science courses, his goal is to become a medical professional and go back to his community and give back to people there through helping them. So he has the academics, but he also is really involved in the community on campus. He was the co-vice president of the University of Manitoba Indigenous Students Association. He helped with things like the Elders Gathering. And also he was a counselor for our Health Career Quest camp for students from the North. So we invited grade 11 students to the North and they stayed on campus, and Jesse was their mentor for that experience. And he was really great about helping them to connect to life on campus, but also just being a friend and being a mentor to them. So I think that's really impressive to have that combination of just excellent academic track record, but also still taking that time to give back to the community and to play these really important mentorship roles for our students. So maybe I'll just ask you, Jesse, to just tell us a little bit more about your goals and about where you're going with this.
Awesome. So first off, I just want to say Agosani. Thank you, Emily, for those incredibly kind words. In terms of my goals in school, I'd like to finish my undergraduate degree. I'm currently in my fourth year of my health science degree. And even though I am in my fourth year of my health science degree, I'll be doing one more full year of courses, hoping to graduate next year. So I'll be finishing the degree in 5 years. And then after that, I have future aspirations to enter the field of medicine, through which if I graduate from medicine, I'd like to move back to my home community, through which I consider Norway House Cree Nation, and work for the new hospital that will be built in the community in the future. And if not, I'd love to move back to my home community, Misipawistik Cree Nation, Grand Rapids, Manitoba, and give back to the people as a healthcare professional.
Yeah, I think that's really impressive. And I think a lot of students look up to you as a role model. So how do you feel about being a role model for incoming Indigenous students and other students at the U of M?
That's a really interesting question because, honestly, when I think about the answer for that, I think about my first year and how intimidating it was moving from a northern community and having to transition into the university life. Well, not only the university life, but an urban setting altogether. And that was really, really like a really challenging process for me to go through. I was really lonely for home, and like essentially I had left all that I had known for the last 8 years. So I understand how intimidating that process is for a lot of Indigenous students. And as a role model, I really try my best to just be welcoming to aspiring students, or aspiring high school students that want to come to the university. I feel that there was a voice that I was looking for in my first year, and I just really want to be that voice for those students, that voice of support and that voice of guidance, to know that you are capable of doing what you want to do in your life.
Yeah, well, I think that really comes across, and I've seen it in your interactions with students as a student ambassador for the University of Manitoba and also a student ambassador for the Access program. And I think that that's a really important part of helping the community as a whole, is to be that role model. And it's not always easy, but I think you've taken it on and done really set the stage, set a high bar for students coming in.
Well, I just want to say thank you, Agosani, Emily, for nominating me for this award. And I also have to give a thanks out to Carol Johnson and Curtis Leclerc for providing my letters of support. The words that you folks provided with me couldn't have come at a better time, considering that we're in the middle of a pandemic and, we're nearing the end of the school year, where finals are coming up and all the assignments and term tests and presentation deadlines are all due. So it's a really, really stressful time of the year, and it could be a challenge to stay focused and to stay motivated, to just push yourself to the end. And really, what the words that you folks provided really provided that sense of self-determination that I needed, that motivation to just keep on pushing through and persevering to the end. So thank you. I'd also like to thank my family, my mother, my father, all my siblings, my girlfriend, just because they're the people that are with me during this time in this pandemic. There's so many people out there that aren't as lucky to have family, close with them due to certain reasons such as isolating, or they may be, if you're an Indigenous student from up north, you may be down south finishing school while your family's up north and you don't have the opportunity to come back home. So just having their support and that love and that guidance is a really big part of the success that I have as a student right now in my studies. I honestly do not think I would be where I am today without them, nor do I think I'd be accepting this award without their love, support, and guidance.
Well, thank you very much, Jesse. It was really a pleasure to nominate you, and I really look forward to seeing all of the great things that you're going to do in the future.